Hi guys, my name is Miller and I would like to welcome you back to another video. Today we will talk about the final part of the second Hobbs & Shaw finale, being the Supra Surge. This is the final one of the 3 events concerning this finale, and I will give you guys the required times to beat alongside a stage 5 tune, which can help you up to race 28, a speed trap tune and a final time. And I will close off with a max tune as well. So first, a little word about the Supra. The Toyota Supra Aerotop is an iconic car which is without a doubt a fan favorite from the franchise, but it does cost quite a lot of money to obtain it in the end with the unnecessarily hard downfall event. The car itself is capable of running a 7.03, making it now the 4th fastest car in game behind the Tuatara, PT62 and Evantra. But of the top 5 cars, it is probably the easiest one to upgrade. And the reason for that is the fact that Toyota fusion parts just drop a lot easier than the other ones. For example, what you see here, this is what I have before even upgrading the car. Plenty of resources compared to the Evantra, for example. So if you do have the car, it is without a doubt a good idea to upgrade it. If you do like Toyota fusion parts though, you can always buy GT86 in tier 1 for almost nothing, which is basically the equivalent of winning 3 races. But keep in mind, they will only give you uncommon and rare fusion parts. So I doubt that will be necessary. It is a real solid car, but getting it though is a different story. Now the event itself. It is a 30 races ladder type event where you will only use a Toyota through a series of sprint, speed trap and regular races. The total rewards here are really good, to a point where there is no complaints really. They come down to 1,110,000 cash, 525 gold coins, 400 bronze keys, 100 silver keys and 15 gold keys, 14 uncommon, 8 rare and 4 epic Toyota fusion parts, alongside 2 stage 6 parts for the Aerotop, which can be obtained running on fully stage 5, which is obviously great. For the first stage 6 part, you will only need to beat a speed trap of 389 km per hour, which is very doable. For the second one, you need to beat a time of a 9.450, but you are able to run 9.2 running purely on stage 5. But of course I got a dupe stage 6 part on the event somehow. This is something that they really need to iron out. For testing purposes I ran on both just the best stage 5 tune, even though in reality by the race of the second stage 6 part you already have one, so it should be technically faster than a 9.2 I just ran. Here's the stage 5 tune that I used. Round wise it could have definitely been better, but right now this is what matters. Now comes the slightly trickier part, the speed trap. For this one you'll need at least 1 or 2 stage 6 parts. I had dupe tires on both, but in the end it's quite a solid stage 6 part, not the worst, not the best. So I was still able to beat it, only using 1. Just gonna mess around with the tire pressure a little bit like I did in this tune. Once I had that one done, I was able to beat the speed trap to head onto the final race. And this is where I end up being stuck and again something that just can't be normal. The final time being an 8.0. So you can beat race 28 on stage 5 running a 9.4 and then 2 races later an 8.089. Get the out of here. This is a final time which will require you at least 3 to 4 stage 6 parts, which you might get by the end of the event, yes, because you got 3 daily crates and you got 2 in the event, but is it really necessary to not give us those 15 gold keys at this point? We paid already so much to get the car to get here, just give us the damn keys. I couldn't be bothered on my main account, to be fair. By the time I would buy crates to get another loyalty, I could buy myself another 35 gold keys probably anyways. But again, it comes down to the point where it shouts, why make it so hard out of nowhere? It was enjoyable up until race 29 and then bam. No, what is the point in that? The only thing Natural Motion is consistent at is being inconsistent. But yeah, a final time of 8.0 can be expected, If it were me though, I would have gone with an 8.5 to 8.7, which would be 2 to 3 stage 6 parts range, which would make it a lot more fair. But I think what disappoints me a tad more is the fact that the final race was against Nathan running in the Celine S7. This is such a missed opportunity to add a nice detail such as making the final opponent the 1970 Charger, which adapts to your performance, so you can have a close race with the train in the end. If I was a developer, that is what I would have done, and called the opponent probably Dominic Doretto or something like that, just to make it fun and gimmicky. I mean, the track is literally there with a train in the end. These kind of final touches would just make the event more enjoyable and perfect. Now the maxed out tune. As said, the car can run a 7.03 with the current record being a 0.35. This is a tune and my best run hitting in 7.038. Trick is the kickback to second gear to happen soon, but not too soon. 46 km per hour seems to be ideal for me, but it goes so fast that you can't really see it. Also hit nitrous just before you kick it into third gear and hit late good shifts rather than perfect. Something I want to talk about before I close off this chapter in paid events. Yesterday I added a comment on the video on Downfall that I do not agree with the words being used such as greedy pigs and scam towards the event and being called a sellout because of it. To me this event is indeed a rip-off, no doubt about it. For some cases crates may be required, but keep in mind this all is recorded in the first few days of the event while we're all trying to rush it with even only a few free crates being handed out. By the time the event runs out, people will have 1 or 2 more stage 6 parts, and then you will maybe get through the harder part of the event, because the crates do not give duplicates. So wait and see till you get your free crates to see if you need to buy extra, and also when you hit your next loyalty, you will definitely get a stage 6 part you can put to use. Stupid choices were made without a doubt by the team to put difficulty up this high again for an event such as the Wire Roadster BC event. And it is indeed a rip-off if you have to buy additional crates, or asking 38 for a bundle with 2 out of 3 cars being mediocre at best, and you never use them again anyways. But it is still not greed in my eyes. People might go through it without paying extra on crates because you got lucky on them and you get multiple for free, and the Charger RT has been available already twice before this event, which means that 38 is not necessary for everyone and probably only a part of the paying community. This seems more like poor judgment of the team or a choice of someone who didn't run the event him or herself and just programmed some times in without thinking twice and then tested things with a maxed car, probably thinking it would be doable. A rip-off is not greed from the way that I see it. An example of greed was the forced lock-in of the Wire Roadster BC in the second slot for the Pagani event, preventing free cars to be locked in as they were on slots 3 and 4, and then requiring multiple stage 6 parts for that car, which came out only a couple of days before that, for just a handful of races in the entire event basically. This is a completely different story to this one, which comes down to more of a rip-off. And it's not a scam as it's not a fraud, it's just harder than it should be. But the unhappiness of the community should definitely shake up some things towards natural motion, a line has to be drawn. If the free crates were every 2 days with 10 loyalty kind of stuff, that would be greed, as you would be forced to buy crates to even hit loyalty to get a stage 6 part. For me, this event is just poor understanding of game mechanics from the person who put in the final times. Events like these are just not fun anymore like how they used to be. I hope that clears up more about my view on things. Feel free to comment down below what you think about this. I still want to respect natural motion for what they do bring to the game, but that does not mean that I'm a sellout, but in the end a line has to be drawn on the requirements for a paid event. Free events requiring extra free available in-game resources is not the same as a paid event requiring more paid items. If you pay for the car when it came out in its original event, no extra payment should be necessary in the finale to beat the final time. That is my point of view on things. Now time to close off this chapter and to go on to the next one. Hopefully we can switch series for the next one, as I'm kind of tired of the Fast and Furious theme. Kind of missing like the Formula Italia style or the 70th anniversaries. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more content like this. My name is Miller, see you around and keep racing.